First, go to the website called pixverse.ai. Navigate to the template section and select AI Earth Zoom. Now select the photo or video for which you want, the zoom to be applied, and then select 540p resolution, or you can select higher. Then click Create and it will take some time to process. Once the video is ready, download it. After downloading the video, import it into Topaz Video AI to enhance the quality, as the original resolution may be low. You can copy my Topaz AI settings if you want. And if you don't already have Topaz Video AI, I'll upload it to my Discord server so you can download it from there. Once rendering is complete, as you can see, I've finished rendering the clip and now it's in high quality. I've already loaded my clips into the scene. The next step is to delete the audio track. Go to the export panel and turn off the audio section. Then click Export. This will take a little time to finish. Once the video is exported, go to Export again, change the format to MP3, and then go back to Edit and press Ctrl+Z to bring back the audio. This time, do not delete the video. Simply go to Export and export the audio only. As you can see, we have successfully exported both the video and audio files. Now, import these two clips into After Effects, just like I've done. Next, right-click and select Scene Edit Detection, and be sure to check the same options that I have selected. Remove any artifacts that appear in the video due to optical flow. Now, duplicate the layer and select the Roto Brush tool. Set the resolution to full, double-click on the layer, and begin cutting out the part that you want. As you can see, I'm isolating Itachi so he stands out in the video. Once you have done cutting it out, then hit freeze so it will freeze the cut part. Now close this video from the top where the X mark is located. Repeat the same process for the other clips. Cut out whichever elements you like. As shown here, I'm cutting Itachi in this clip, and also in this one. Now I'm going to explain the next part. So, go to the website called Pinterest and search for Itachi Manga X, or any other character or manga panel you like. As you can see, the pictures will appear. Download whichever ones you like and save them in a dedicated folder so you don't misplace them later. Now, open After Effects again and start marking the beats where you want the manga clips to appear, just like I'm doing here. Once you've finished marking the beats, go to the folder where you downloaded the Itachi manga pictures and select whichever one you want to appear behind the character. Press S to bring the scale option. Scale the image so it fits your composition. Now use the pen tool located at the top right, the one I've selected. Double-click on the layer and it will activate a pen that lets you create a custom cutting mask. As you can see, I'm roughly outlining the character. It doesn't need to be perfect, just reasonably accurate. Now that I've cut the character, the background is removed. Now, open the manga picture layer, go to the mask section, and increase the value of the feather to the 500 or 600 and whatever you like. So it will create a smooth outline, so it will look good. Next, place the manga picture layer beneath the roto-brushed character layer. Press P to bring the position option. Adjust the manga clip either to the left or right side, whichever you prefer. Just make sure it's not in the center because our character will be glowing in the center. And then cut it after 2 beats. Repeat the same process for the other clips and position them where you like. Be sure to place each clip on the beat and leave 1 beat after each one. You don't want to switch 2 clips at the same time. Instead, change 1 clip after another. As you can see, I've placed all the clips. Now it's time for the glow effect. Now, select the auto-brushed layer that we just created. Press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Duplicate it and search in the effects panel for an effect called CC Light Sweep. Apply it to the duplicated layer. Increase the width value so it covers the entire layer, and decrease the sweep intensity to 0. Set the edge. Thickness to 10 or 20, whichever you prefer, depending on how strong you want the glow to be. Next, choose any color you want for the glow. Now, apply the deep glow effect to the same layer where you applied CC Light Sweep. Make sure this glow is applied to the cutout section so it blends in nicely. As you can see, the heat is glowing, but the character still doesn't blend well with the scene. So now, we'll work on that. Search for 4-color gradient and apply it to the second layer. Set the first and second color to red, as they are the top colors, and drag the control points close to the character so it gets that red glow effect. Then adjust the bottom 2 color points to your liking. Set them both to full black to create a dramatic, aesthetic look. Now, change the blending mode to soft light. As you can see, it's already looking much better than before. But we don't want the glow to be visible from the start. We want it to gradually increase in intensity. So now, use opacity keyframes to animate the glow. Go to the top and set the opacity to 0, and at the beat where the effect should start, set it to 100. Do the same for the 4-color gradient layer. Keyframe the opacity from 0 to 100, starting at the first beat. Now also animate the opacity of the background layer, because we don't want the background to be bright. It should be dark so the manga pictures and our character stand out. Apply a 4-color gradient to the background as well and select the same colors I've used. Once you've done that, set the blending mode to soft light, or place the keyframes first, whichever order you prefer. Set the first keyframe to 0 opacity and the final one to 100. If it still doesn't look right due to a bluish color cast, apply another effect called hue and saturation. Once it's applied, open the keyframe settings. Click the stopwatch icon to enable animation. and set the value to 0 at the start. This will gradually darken the background, allowing the character glow to stand out. Now, pre-compose all the manga pictures that are placed on the beats. Apply hue and saturation to the pre-composed manga clips too. Check the colorize box, set the saturation to 100% and the lightness to -40 or -60, depending on your background. Lower values will darken it even more. As you can see, my clip is looking pretty good, so I'll leave it here. Now apply the deep glow effect to this composition as well. If you don't have any of these plugins, I'll provide a link to my Discord server where you can download them for free. These are paid plugins, but I'll share a free download source there. Next, apply an effect called Math Ops. This will increase the shadows and give the video a high-quality appearance. Adjust the value to your liking. Reducing it will lessen the darkness and help balance the contrast. Once you've completed this step, everything should be in place. Let me load it quickly. Now apply the final effect called Double CY Time. What this does is create a smooth effect where the character appears and then fades out. As you can see, it looks really good, and that finishes the first part of the effect. Now move on to the second clip, where we'll make the eyes glow and add more glowing elements. First, duplicate the layer because we need 4 layers. Separate them and select the rotobrush tool again. Set the resolution to full and outline the eyes so you can make them glow. Then click the freeze button. This will take a bit of time, but it will cut out the eyes and keep them in place. Close the window, and the eyes are now rotobrushed. Now, let's animate the opacity again. Set it to 30 for the background layer. But before we go further with the eyes, let's finish the second clip first. Apply 4-color gradient to it. Choose red as the primary color, just like before. You can copy my settings. If it's not visible, that's because the layer is placed underneath another. Don't worry about that. Now, apply CC light sweep to the second layer as well. Increase the width so it covers the entire character. Lower the sweep intensity, set direction to 0, and set edge thickness to 10 or 20 depending on your preference. Choose red as the glow color. Now apply deep glow again. If it's not looking right, that might be because we didn't select the cutout section for the light sweep. Once that's corrected, the glow should look much better. Also, we forgot to change the blending mode for the 4-color gradient to soft light. Once that's done, the character will blend much better with the background. You can now increase the edge thickness to 15 or 20 if the glow still feels weak. Now let's finish the eye glow. Apply hue and saturation to the eyes layer. Check the colorize box, set saturation to 100%, and decrease the lightness until the eyes turn a deep color. Now apply the deep glow effect. Again, if you don't have this plugin, the link will be available on my Discord server for free download. Set the glow radius to 1000 and the exposure to 0.2. As you can see, the eyes are glowing beautifully. Now, we're going to create a beat synced glow effect, meaning the glow will increase with the beat. Start by animating the opacity for all layers like we did before, from 0 to 100 at the beat. Do this for each layer. And with that, we're now ready to move on to creating the beat glow animation effect. As you can see, our clip is now beautifully blended with the background, and the character is glowing very nicely, giving it a professional look. Now we're going to sync the glow with the beat, so it pulses or flashes on the beat, which looks visually dynamic and satisfying. First, place a keyframe at the point where you want the glow to start. Click the stopwatch icon next to exposure. The value should currently be set at 0.2 for the eye layer. Now move one frame forward and increase the exposure to 1 or 2, depending on how intense you want the glow. If you want a strong glow, go with 2. Next, press U on your keyboard to reveal all the keyframes. As you can see, the keyframes have appeared. Now select them and press Ctrl+C to copy. Then go to the next beat marker and press Ctrl+V to paste the copied keyframes. This will save you a lot of time when working with multiple beats and glow transitions. As you can see, I have successfully marked all of the beats, and now the eyes are glowing in sync with the beat, creating a clean, energetic beat glow effect. We're going to repeat the same process for the second layer, which is the character's glowing outline. This will ensure the outline glows with the beat, matching the eye glow, and making the entire effect feel more synced and professional. So, go to the deep glow effect on the second layer, open the keyframes for exposure, and set the first value to 0.5. Then, increase the next value to whatever intensity you want. 2, 5, or even 10, depending on your style. Now, just like before, copy the keyframes with Ctrl+C and paste them on every beat using Ctrl+V. I've now placed all the keyframes, and the result should look like this. As you can see, the glow is now complete. Both the eyes and outline are glowing on the beat, creating a strong, synced visual effect. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want more tutorials or want to learn something specific, feel free to comment below. I'll be happy to make a tutorial on that as well. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.